Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's the 6th of March and it's a Sunday. Why am I doing a review today? Well, because this one is a little bit overdue and I do apologise. But here we are with the next in the Burnout series on the PlayStation 2. And if you've seen the other videos that I've done with the Burnout series, well, this is probably one of my favourites, actually. And I do believe it was one of the last entries on the PlayStation 2. Moving on to Burnout Paradise, I think. I could be wrong. I will have to go back and just double check, but from the top of my head. Now that begs a question, really, doesn't it? Now, do you want to see Burnout Paradise from the PlayStation 3 to sort of conclude this series? There was another one, Burnout Crash, I think, or something like that, which was a very, very different Burnout game, but a lot of fun nonetheless. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see like as many Burnout games as I can fit into the channel without going too far into the future. Yes. This one's great fun. And I think you'll enjoy this one. If you like the Burnout games, this one is another one to add to your, well, stick a Burnout feather in your cap. If you've already played this, then you know that it's already a bit of a stonking game. And this is a nice little memory refresh for me, because it's been a long time since I've played it. But I've been meaning to get back to this series for quite a long time. And I just hope I haven't missed the momentum, because it's absolutely fantastic fun. And you can see here that we have the old scoring system that's in place. We're going to be just checking in a second. Just bear with me a moment. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the Burnout games, this one is probably at the pinnacle of the Burnout series, I think. Especially from the PS2, Xbox 360, no, 360 would have been around the PS3 era, so no. Sorry, so PS2, yeah. Very, very good fun game, and obviously the idea is to make as much carnage as possible, and they've made a few changes this time round. One notably being that you can actually now check other cars on the road. So you'll see here, I'm going to smash into the back of these, and it's not doing me any harm whatsoever. It's increasing my boost meter, but if I happen to hit a lorry or a bus, that would change very quickly, and I would get myself absolutely smashed to pieces. And I can see here that you do get points for all of the cars that you hit, and the idea of this one is that you do accumulate lots of different points to be able to get the different medals. There are unlockable cars and all sorts of stuff which you can get. Oh, there you go. A head-on collision also is not good. But the boost meter this time, it's so much nicer and easier to fill that boost meter up and cause some absolute carnage. This is one of those games where you really want to be playing this, and you know what? This is one of those games where you can play on your own, and it really doesn't matter if you haven't got any friends around, because it's so much fun. And you know, this is one thing about games, is that they should be fun. I've mentioned this before. If a game's not fun, don't play it. Simple as that. But what my idea of fun is to you might not be completely in the same essence, might not be fun for you, if that makes sense. What's fun for me is not fun for you, and vice versa. But you know what? Hopefully you're on this channel for a reason, and that's because we've got these games in common. So here we are. PS2, I can't believe PS2's retro. It's amazing, really. But there's so many good games on the PS2, so I'm going to be bringing you more content from the PS2. I'd like to bring you more content, period, but it's having the time to do it, really. But I'm going to do my best, and if there's any consoles that you would like to see, I've got a nice little set of new consoles, well, not consoles, new computer systems, such as the BBC Micro. So you're going to see a bit more variety coming up on the channel regarding old retro computers. I have a few more up my sleeve. MSX obviously being one of the ones that have been quite recent, but I've got a few more older ones, like the Acorn Electron, for example. So stay tuned for that. I'm sure there will be some talking videos coming soon, just to highlight those machines a little bit, because they get left behind a little bit, because, well, you know, the Spectrum, the Amstrad, the C64, they all had their day in the sun, and do you know what? But the BBC Micro actually has some pretty good games on it. So we'll be looking at those a bit further on down the line, and plenty of other stuff. Now, graphically on this game is really quite nice. You can see how fast it is as well. The frame rate's going like clappers, absolutely fantastic, and gives you a real essence of speed, this game, which is great fun. And the fact you can just accumulate all these points as you're going, it's quite difficult to avoid a head-on collision, I've got to tell you. But my God, this game doesn't half shift. So it's it's worth the punt. If you've not played this game, pick it up. It's I think, to be fair, the Burnout games are fairly affordable. I think you can get them on the old E of Bay, or even go and have a look in some second-hand shops to see if you can find one there. But they are so worth collecting, even if they're not particularly a collector's item. They're worth it just for the gameplay value alone. And if you start off with the original Burnout and work your way through, you will see the differences. I mean, you can always check out my videos as well. I have started from the original Burnout all the way through to this one so far, and well, you can see the differences. But obviously, there's a difference between watching a video and playing a game. So if you like what you see here, go out and grab yourself a copy of the game and play it lots. And also play with mates as well. Play with your friends, because that's always fun too. Set yourself challenges between yourselves and that kind of thing. So have some fun with the game. Now, sound. Sound is very good actually. You've got all the nice car sounds. You've got a really pumping soundtrack as well, which is great, because this is the kind of game that warrants having a pumping soundtrack if ever I saw one, or played one, or observed one. Yes. So yeah, it's got these standard sort of EA soundtracks and that you can play. Now, you couldn't do your own custom soundtracks until the PlayStation 3 version of Burnout Paradise, which was an absolutely fantastic feature. But to be fair, you don't really notice it anyway, because you're so concentrated on the road that any sound effects or anything like that from here are more observed while you're watching the game rather than playing it. So, but it's absolutely madcap, this game. It's brilliant, brilliant fun. Controls are really simple as well. You've got your standard affair of left and right, and then you've got your accelerate, handbrake, boost, and then you've got your standard brake as well. So you can see here that we are absolutely creaming through the traffic here, and you are against a clock for the challenges. So make sure that you get as many points as you can, just to get those multipliers up. Yes, there we go. So we're going to move, and then pick up a new game mode as well. So we'll have a look at that as we go. But that was nice. We got all of what we needed. Got a gold medal for that, which is fantastic, and it unlocks new events for you as well. So it's all about accumulating those points, and then you unlock cars as well, which is great. And you actually increase your rating as well. So you start off as harmless, and then you increase your rating as you go through the game. So so there you are. I'm really hoping as well that you guys are enjoying the content, and hello to everyone that's subscribed recently. It's great to have you guys on board, and I hope you're enjoying the content. There's so much to go through. Over 500. This is 556th video that I've done on the channel. So there's a lot to go through. If you'd like to have individual games like on the C64, on the Spectrum, I have got playlists all ready for you from that. So go and check those out. So we'll have a look at the crash mode, which is always good fun. But yeah, go and have a look at the other videos on the channel, and I'm sure there's going to be some great memories plugged in here for you. And you'll go, oh, I remember that game, and then you'll go and have a look at it. I'm not saying you sound like that, but somebody out there probably will. But hey, never mind. It's great. It's great. Burnout. You can't go wrong with Burnout. So playability-wise, it's so playable. It's such a playable game, and it's got so much replay value as well. Because you've got so many different modes to go through, a lot of cars to unlock, a lot of ranks to go through, and it's just a pleasure to play it. Absolute pleasure. And like I said, if you've not played a Burnout game, I mean, I would, to be fair, I would start with this one, just because it gives you the most options, and it gives you the most sort of Burnout experience that you're going to get. The original Burnout was great, don't get me wrong. It started off the course of action for these games, which progressed from Need for Speed as well. You probably think, oh, those look like Need for Speed games. Well, you're not wrong. So, yeah, brilliant stuff. Brilliant. It's brilliant, isn't it? There you go. So now we're going to get 9 million on this, and it's a crash junction basically. So we've got to make as much carnage as we can by crashing into, well, something, and hopefully there'll be a knock-on effect, and other things will crash into other things, and other things will crash into other things. There are also multipliers and other stuff, and you can choose a different car as well. We'll go with that one, I think, because it's quite cool. Although there is a stock car there. Shall we go with that one? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Why not? So there you go. You've got set speeds. A bit like, you know, those golf games where you have to hit a meter to get the best out of your golf swing. Well, this is kind of the way that works. You have to stop it within a meter, and then you will. Let's see here. Lots of carnage is about to ensue. As you can see, more cars will pile in, No one seems to have brakes in this game. And you'll see as well that you've got 10 out of 52 cars. And we've got the bronze medal already. So we can, if I can do the crash breaker there. There we go, which is great fun. It's a great thing. So we've just got 27 out of 52 cars here. There is a rival car as well. You can see, I think he's just on the approach now. If you hit him, you get a bonus. There you go, target car. You also get a bonus for that, which is nice. We've got over 5 million's worth of damage there, so that's always fun. So 30 out of 52 cars hit. That's not bad at all. But you get the idea. It's always fun. We'll have a look at hopefully in the game mode. Actually, I've got time to give you another game mode. Let's have a go at that one. So yeah, the replay value on this is high, and you're going to enjoy that. Now, age rating, let's just say any, because, well, who doesn't like slamming into cars? Legally, I'm going to say, legally. Do you know what? It reminds me of the old Demolition Derby games on the PS1. Do you remember those? Destruction Derby? Destruction Derby 2? I don't know if there was a third one. I think there was, actually, but I can't remember the name of it. It was Destruction Derby something, and those were quite fun as well. But they did that in an old dirt bowl, which is great fun. Something I will bring to the channel, I promise you. And because PS1,
Burnout Revenge
again, had some cracking games on it. So if there's any games that you're thinking, why haven't you covered that yet? Put it in the comments. I always look at the comments. I read the comments, and I like and I love your comments. And I also reply to most of them. So, yeah, there you go. If you like a little bit of chit-chat about retro gaming, then pop yourselves in the comments, and let's have a chinwag. Right, so as I normally do now, I'm going to cut the review here, and you guys can have it with the volume up, so you can actually hear what's going on without me waffling over the top. So thank you ever so much for joining me on another Retro Revival show, and I hope that you are having a great weekend. I know it's Monday tomorrow, which sucks. I'm hoping to bring another 3 games to you next week as a minimum. I've got some great independent games actually on the Spectrum coming up, which I need to actually just get ahead and start working on. But that's coming up with a great name of Alien Slaphead. I'm not making this up. I wish I was, but I'm not. But I shall be reporting back with some brand new content in the coming days. So look forward to that. And remember to like, share and subscribe, and click that little notification bell just so that you're not missing out on any future content from the channel. So that just remains for me to say thank you ever so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you on the next one. So until then, my friends, as usual, it's bye for now, and stay retro, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-da!